Great evening and welcome to another Jack and Tom Postgame Basketball Podcast after Michigan State's 76-74 win at Mackey Arena, Spartans' first victory in football or basketball in West Lafayette since 2014 and Darian Harris's pick six. Tom, that was a pretty complete effort for the Spartans.
Oh my God, it was a 40-minute effort. I watched the entire game. I was impressed with Michigan State pretty much all the way through. They had, when they had that 8-point lead with 4 to go, I thought this was a double-digit win. They let them get back in. But that's what Purdue does with great. Yeah. They find a way. But, man, they even out the rebounds a little bit. They were short on that. They evened that up at the end. But they're 53% from the field. They had some great output tonight from their entire team, I thought.
The last possession with Braden Smith, that was a contested prayer, but other than that, Purdue had a lot of open looks, and they hit them. They had 12 three-pointers, Michigan State just 6, so the Boilers plus 18 beyond the arc, and as you say, Michigan State shooting so well, and Carson Cooper, tell you what, Tom, when I saw him the first time as a freshman, I said, hey, Michigan State doesn't have a JV team anymore.
Freshman team, huh?
Tonight, he is the leading scorer with 15 points, 3 more than any Boiler.
Yeah.
Leading rebounder and played terrific defense on that key possession down the stretch.
Yeah, and Jeremy Fears I thought was terrific. Kurtang was, wow, big time shots, money shots, contested shots.
Yeah,
and Michigan State valued the basketball, I thought. I mean, they had single-digit turnovers tonight, which I think is a huge accomplishment from a Michigan perspective. And and that crowd, there's no lie. Those are all bleacher bench seats. Right. And you can cram a lot of people in there. That's right. It's not so much like the opponent gets rattled by it. It's what it does to Purdue. It ignites Purdue is the way I look at it. And but Michigan State, stood strong, and they're still in the hunt. I mean, they're in great shape now to get the triple bye, I would say, don't you think? I mean,
they would be ahead of Purdue on the tiebreak. Yeah, they would be ahead of Illinois on the tiebreak.
So they're in great shape on that. Now, if stranger things have happened, they still could mathematically grab a share with Michigan if Michigan goes into a tailspin here and State beats them at Chrysler on March 8th. They both have 16-4 records. I'm sure that's in the back of their head, but the first thing, sure, they got beat Indiana and Bloomington on, and that's a Smarting Indiana team.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They lost by 29 at Purdue.
Yeah.
In the last matchup. So.
Yeah. And Indiana lost to Northwestern at home. I mean, Indiana's not very good. I mean, Indiana is probably not going to the NCAA tournament now, right? I mean, they've been.
We talked Don Fisher on our show today, the voice of IU Sports, and he said he thinks Indiana has to win out, which would mean a win Sunday. But hey, the Hoosiers, Tom, and whoever thought we would say this, have lost 6 in a row to Northwestern.
I'm telling you, college basketball is weird. It's just flat out weird all season long, which makes it a magical sport and gets you all geared up for March Madness because strange things are going to happen.
Well, it's funny that this win for Michigan State, which some people said that they would die first before they saw the Spartans win in Mackey, is only the 4th weirdest thing to happen this week in the Big Ten. It started Saturday, 5 nights ago, with UCLA coming back from a 33-10 deficit, second largest in Big Ten history, overcome to beat Illinois in overtime. And, then we saw what happened with Indiana losing at home to Northwestern. And then last night, I couldn't believe what I was watching. Wisconsin team, which beat Michigan and obliterated Michigan State, gave up 55 points in the second half, shot 45 threes, and lost that game to an Oregon team that had dropped 10 straight.
I know Oregon's not very good, just like Washington. I mean, back to Michigan State for a second. Look at this balance. You got
Yeah.
Chang had 13. You had Jeremy Fears 12. I mean, Coop had 15. Colin Carr, who I thought had a really good game tonight, despite the spectacular dunks on this.
Right.
And then George Scott with 9 and Jackson Kohler with 8. I mean, there's some major balance there.
I think Cam Ward had 8 off the bench too.
Oh yeah. What am I thinking? Yeah, Cam Ward. Forgot about him. Yeah, I missed that one. Cam Ward, and he had that big rebound, and he was good. I thought you've seen Michigan State play virtually every game along the way. I mean, that's the best I've seen Michigan State play all year. Am I way out of line?
I would agree. Normally, if you say your leading scorer is going to have 15 points, you think it's kind of a bad night, but they had a lot of basketball from a lot of players, as Judd would say.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought it was balanced, and Izzo in the post game said, of all the wins, I mean, this is right up there.
Yeah,
with one of his top wins, and probably the relationship with with Matt Painter and how tough it is to win at Mackey. But I could see him saying that because I was impressed, and quite frankly, I'm concerned about March 8th already.
Tom, to show you how fast things can change, the beginning of next season, Purdue players, their juniors, are going to get asked, you've never beaten Michigan State. You're going to change that? It's funny how quickly it can turn. Right.
So, but onward they go, and they got a couple days to savor this, and the Rutgers at home for Michigan State. I mean, there won't be any students there, but I don't think they need them.
Right.
That's on Thursday, the same night that Michigan goes to Iowa City.
Senior night.
Yeah, and senior night with I'm sure they'll have the Izzo alumni there, and then on the game we're sitting next to each other on March 8th at 4:30. So and then the Big Ten Network. So Big Ten tournament. What am I saying? Which will be exciting. Maybe not the Tuesday, Wednesday games, but when you get into Thursday games, are almost like the Friday games before. I mean, when you get to Thursday, you get some really good teams.
Yeah, and after this week, Michigan State now in position with a Michigan loss to Minnesota in hockey. Spartans can wrap up the third straight championship this weekend at Munn. But after that, Tom, you and I, we're going to have some fun back-to-back Sundays on Press Pass. We're going to go live from Chrysler Center.
Yeah.
And then after that, it'll be the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah.
We'll have that. And in Chicago, that'll be fun. And then we might be going in different directions. You think Michigan's going to Philadelphia?
I have no idea. Let me put it this way. I mean, Duke is probably going to be the overall number one. Don't you think? I mean, they don't have. I mean, they're by far the best team in the ACC, and the ACC is not that tough. But I mean, they're no one's stopping them in the ACC tournament. Right. So they're going to be. So I don't know if Michigan gets this choice we keep hearing about. I don't think that only for the number one overall.
Only one gets a choice.
Yeah, so they're either in Philly or Buffalo, and who knows where Michigan State might go.
If they're in Buffalo, Michigan State's in Buffalo, hey, we'll be together 3 straight Sundays.
Yeah, there's that, but then there's a lot of chances something else might happen. I mean, Michigan loses to, they could go into another region. They could be the number 1 seed in the South. I mean, there's a lot of crazy scenarios that there's so much a moving target aspect of it. It's just, let's just wait and see how it plays out, right?
Well, let's talk for a second about the game tomorrow night, or if you're watching this on Friday, tonight. Mm-hmm. It's a little late for some people who've already tucked in.
Yeah.
But Michigan and Illinois, what's the key to that game?
Well, as Dutzy told us, something we all knew is that, when you watch Illinois rebounding, they send 4, if not all 5, because they're not worried about. They're so focused on eating up glass, and they're so damn big. They're the biggest team in college basketball. So if Michigan get a rebound, that opens the door to push that ball. Michigan State would be licking their chops at the same scenario, same type of team as Michigan in that regard. So that will be the key is Michigan boxing out Michigan or Illinois, according to Dusty, refuses to be boxed out.
Yeah.
So I think that's about rebounding. To me, is the variable that we're going to see. Who I think whoever out rebounds the other wins the game in Champaign.
Tom, Michigan State was able to run Illinois, but to do that, you've got to get the rebounds.
You got to get the rebound. You got to get the 50-50 in the long one. You got to get those long balls. You got to hustle. And Illinois is going to be determined. Morez Johnson's going to be a variable. He's coming back to play his old team. That can go either way.
Right.
It really can. So, but I think he's a pretty level-headed kid. This whole team is pretty level-headed. Dusty doesn't like them get too happy, too sad. Keep them on the same level. So it's going to be a great game. I am really looking forward to it.
For all the talk of the bigs, and they are big, I have a feeling that the Wagler-Cadeau matchup and even Stojakovic versus Burnett/McKinney.
Yeah.
McKinney could be a difference maker in this game.
Well, LJ Kaysen might even be more of a difference maker because he's on a roll now.
Yeah.
He's had 3 or 4 straight solid games. Very confident young man, second-year kid out of Florida. So, and Trey's a freshman. So I'm actually looking for LJ Kaysen to be more of an X factor than Trey McKinney.
We're going to have a chance to compare Michigan and Michigan State before that matchup a week from Sunday. But I'm also curious, and I'll give you a little bit of time to prepare this. I think we should give our all Big Ten teams before that game. So after the Michigan-Iowa, Rutgers-Michigan State games.
Yeah.
We're going to be too worried about the result of Michigan State to be talking about all Big Ten, but it comes out quick. So maybe in a week we can have our first 5 in the Big Ten. And let me tell you, it gets tough.
And those are top 5, not by position.
Not by position. Just the 5 you would want to trot out there if you were a coach and you had to win one game to save your life.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, the quality of that all Big Ten team, now they have 18 teams. I mean, that ramps up. And then the Big Ten this year is one of the better years, at the top. Yeah. Maybe the Big 12 is deeper their top is deeper, whatever. They got that's so subjective. Just like the SEC and the Big Ten in football. But Big Ten's really good this year, no question.
Was there a point tonight, Tom, either when Purdue got off to that fast start, and again, Michigan State trailed at the half in 7 of its last 8 games. They just can't start fast. But they're the best team in the Big Ten in the second half. And 13 of the last 14 games, they've won the second half. The only one they lost by 4 to Wisconsin in the second half, a game that was already over. But when you think about either the start or when Purdue made those 2 threes and cut it to a basket, did you think that Purdue was going to hit a shot at the wire and win it?
No, it's easier to defend than offend, as I call it. It's easier to make a stop than to make a play, especially when they were down to 4 seconds.
Yeah.
I thought at halftime, Michigan State was going to win the game because Purdue had shot so well.
Yeah.
And they out-rebounded Michigan State.
Right.
I thought. And that usually would equate in normal common sense situations a 10-point lead, and it was 1 possession.
Yeah. You think they'd be up more than 3, right?
Yeah, I look at halftime stats like that. I do with Michigan. I do with any game I'm watching. I go out to stat broadcast and I get there, see all the stats, and that one stood out to me. I thought Michigan State was in pretty good shape at halftime.
Well, we have Michigan, Illinois tomorrow, Michigan State, Indiana, late Sunday afternoon.
Is that a late? I thought it was 1 o'clock.
No, it's late. It's 3:30, 3:45, something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's a late one. Yeah. So it's going to make it interesting for Press Pass again Sunday night on Fox 47. But we'll have many more opportunities to rehash these final games down the stretch. And, had all these teams bunched, but now Wisconsin dropping 2 games behind this pack. Purdue sliding out. Purdue was picked, Tom, to win the national title by a lot of people. And it might not even get to Friday. It might have to play on Thursday.
Yeah, you're right about. I was trying to find out who was in that 1 o'clock. It's Purdue at Ohio State.
Okay.
In that Sunday 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So that will be intriguing.
Yeah.
After Big Ten basketball, it'll be interesting to see how Purdue reacts.
That's at Ohio State.
Yeah, at Ohio State. Ohio State's kind of a weird team right now, but
yeah,
that was. I mean, they took a bad loss at Iowa City. That was a bad. I mean, I think their resume is you might as well rip it up for the NCAA tournament.
You know what's interesting? I had about 5 minutes. I'm not Mike DeCourcy or Joe Lunardi, but I was just looking at the teams on the bubble, and it's a bad bubble. I mean, the teams that are 62, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's hard to find 68 teams. I'm thinking.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I'm thinking Ohio State is still alive. Indiana is still alive.
Yeah,
USC is still alive.
It's funny you say that because, and I thought DeCourcy is, he's a Big Ten friendly guy. He's a Big Ten guy. I thought he was just being gracious to the local conference. But now that you mention it, now that makes sense to me.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's because those teams are good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there aren't enough teams in other conferences that normally would push them down.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
So it's a top-heavy, top 60, top 55 field of the NCAA tournament this year, as opposed to perhaps other years when there was a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
Who's going to get screwed on those last, 8 bids or whatever.
Yeah. And I think if you don't make it this year, you have nobody to blame but yourself because you pissed away 3 or 4 games that you want back.
Yeah, and I think Minnesota probably wishes it started quicker because they don't have a lot of players, but
right,
they look good against Michigan. I wouldn't want to play them in the Big Ten tournament. Quite frankly.
They could get somebody, right?
Yeah, they could get some. They could get to Saturday. You never know. That's why they play the games.
Tom, we will be back tomorrow night after Wolverines Illini in Champaign-Urbana.
Right.
For Blue Belly Tom Crawford, Jack Ebling saying, have a great night, everyone.